It's May. It's kind of cool out this morning. I'm walking the Corus, and I wanted to share some insights and thoughts, some little bits of wisdom with you, as I am often want to do. The thing that I wanted to share to you today is this idea behind getting things done, no matter what it is. It's a very simple idea. The first time I had this expressed to me with clarity was with Dan Kennedy years ago. I'm talking like late 90s, early 2000s. But I kind of knew this concept already, but when I heard him explain it, I was like, yeah, that's that's very true. And here it is. When you have something that you want to pursue, a project, whether it's through work, career, family, home, relationships, whatever, it doesn't matter. It could be spirituality, it could be a habit that you're trying to adjust or eliminate. Here's the thing. Do everything you can with whatever you have available to you. This is really, really important. Do everything you can with everything you have available to you right now. Let me give you an example. When I was 24 years old, basically unemployable, but I had a lot of passion and ambition, and I wanted to start a photography business. I had an apartment which had actually some office space on LaSalle Boulevard, so I was all set to go. I had this idea, I'm going to start my studio here, which I did. But I had zero experience. I had no portfolio, so to speak. You know, and I could have eased, like a lot of people might say, well, I got to go back to school, or I got to buy this equipment, and I got to somehow build my portfolio up. Anyways, the idea is don't look through externalities, outside influences to change things. You change things with what resources you have available. You've got all kinds of resources available. So what I did back then, I had a girlfriend whose older sister got married a few years prior. She said, oh, I'll dress up as a bride and we'll take some pictures. Boom! I had some samples, and that's how I started. That was my portfolio. Pictures of her. I was 24. I think she was 18, and you know, it's kind of silly when you think about it, but it worked. So, anyways, I opened my studio there, and I ran it for about 11 months until I got an opportunity to move to a new, much better location. And I always look back at that time in my life as the reason I had that second opportunity was because I had established myself in the first opportunity, which was 100% based on the idea that I did everything I could with whatever I had. I remember I did a flyer, made some photocopies, and I walked up and down LaSalle delivering photocopies, telling people I am here. Yeah, there's a lot you can do if you look at everything you have available to you. Look, whatever resources you have available, use them all. This means you got to be a little creative, a little innovative. So, just a general example too is this. So if there's an area that you have an interest for, I'll just make something up. Let's say you're interested in fly fishing, but you have no money, no resources, nothing. Easy to go to the library and get some books out. Easy to find some Facebook groups, some communities, and start researching. I believe it's very, very important to use your imagination with your education, and just, you know, use a notepad with a pen. To me, that's a powerful resource. Start writing out affirmations, start writing out ideas, get creative work with whatever you have available. The worst thing to do is to, again, look for externalities and to look for solutions out there. And one of the worst things to do is to get a bunch of money. I've seen this over and over again, to get a bunch of money and throw a bunch of money at it. I've seen people do that so many times in business. I'm going to start a business, I'm going to do this wonderful idea. And it's just a bad idea. And they just keep throwing money at it until they're out of money. Land of broken dreams. So yeah, you got to be patient, you got to be persistent, you got to be creative, you got to be innovative. And I'm going to cross the road here and I'm going to try really hard not to get run over. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. It's coffee time. Thanks, guys.